Barbershop with Q.
Oh, okay.
John, the Magnificent.
I'm with that.
I was just trying to amp it up, you know.
Okay. Grind me thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me thirsty, bout it, you heard me.
Live at the Barbershop.
Here we go.
What's up?
I couldn't get to change the name, so
We good,
My
man.
fault.
We good. Yeah, it's another beautiful Friday night in the MIA. Yeah. I'm your host, Q. Next to me is AP, the man with the magic voice.
Way at that pond.
So may I say, you may see John is not available, but tonight he's a little bit caught up in some stuff. But we're gonna talk what we gotta talk, man. I want to start off by saying what's happening in Florida. Normally, I say the 305 or the MIA. But
It's all Florida, man.
yeah, it's across the board now.
Yep.
What we're going to talk about is across the board. Might as well just bring in Blacks. Blacks! A man we have been waiting on to talk about his business. Blacks, what's up, Blacks?
You gotta say his name.
All right, well, Black Republican.
hey, turn up.
What up? What's good?
Yeah.
You coming out low. You turn up a little bit.
Check.
Yeah.
What's up, family?
I'm here. We're here.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Chilling, man.
What I'm saying first before, that's why I say it, we always say the MIAR 205, but we cross. This one we're gonna talk about is across the board, the Florida situation. But before that, I've been saying what's happening in Florida, what's happening. We know what's happening. A lot of new stuff. I want to start off with the Dolphin. What's happening, bro?
Man.
Whoop they do.
Nah, listen.
What's happening, man?
Whoop they do.
Hey,
Hey, leave the team alone, man.
they played.
Whoop
Y'all
they
drunk?
do.
They played really good yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Whoop they do.
And if
Yeah.
that dude hadn't gone and hit the kicker,
Yeah.
it would have been a totally different thing. But
Whoop.
like usually, my man turned around and they could follow his eyes.
Yeah.
Boom.
But we need that win, bro.
Yeah, we do. But
And
yesterday,
we're gonna play our rival.
yes,
We can't let them do that.
yes,
Whoop they
Coming
do.
up, the Jets, we can't do that, man.
I hear you, but
The butt, that's the problem. This butt, man. But we need a win.
I might get that win.
all I know is
The Jets?
we,
Yeah.
we got
Wait, AP.
we got 3 weeks, or 2 weeks really,
Yeah.
to be able to trade and do anything. And if we lose the next game,
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be the last time we see.
You're a victim.
Oh man, that's probably gonna be the last time we see my man Hill in a uniform.
Yeah.
It's Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
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 Didn't
yeah.
he just get fined?
Yeah.
The Dolphins fined him for something. So,
Maybe he's just pissed
I gotta
because
look
Nah.
at. I gotta
he's
look
a
The
dude
Dolphins-
like that.
No, what's happening right now is, like if you watched the game yesterday, right when they came back from the commercial break, when he was on the sideline, that girl started talking about, and at this current time, there's an investigation going on from the NFL on domestic violence of 8 different times that his wife said that he beat her uncontrollably, blah, 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 blah. Like, that stuff there.
A reporter tried him at the game.
This was at the game last night.
That's crazy.
Right when
That's
they came
crazy.
back from commercial break.
Yeah.
That was planned right there, man.
Exactly. That's not by
Yeah.
chance. That's something that's scripted. Down
Throw him
there
off.
Oh yeah.
to-
You
Throw him
do
off
that in the
again.
middle of the game, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he throw him off. He got 2 things. He got to focus on the game and focus what just said. To him.
Who paid for that insert?
I would say that the company that is Amazon, that she works for Amazon, that Prime Night, it's straight
Oh.
Amazon. But
Oh.
still,
With that they ties to the whole betting situation allegedly.
Sorry about that. Multitasking.
Allegedly with the
That
betting
was
scenes.
oh, that was the blacks. That was this.
What a
No, the repeat, the repeat. I thought
Nah, that wasn't me. That
yeah, it was.
wasn't me. All you gotta do is look over there and see a smile on his face. You know something's going on.
All right, John
trying.
John is not in the house tonight, but we're gonna talk about what's happening, man. The gun situation. Earlier this year we had the one that about owning your firearm without a concealed license.
Yep.
And a lot of people goes off like, oh, it's crazy. Anybody can go get a gun and just walk around with a gun. But look what has come now. On September 26?
26.
On September 26. But does it is it better off or is it risky? Because I see where a lot of the police they have a not a good balance on it.
It all depends on who you are, where you are, and how you are. You know?
Yeah,
if you are a black young man
yeah,
walking down Davie Boulevard
yeah.
on the west side
With
of the
a
of the
BB
turnpike
gun. Yeah,
with a gun in your waistband,
yeah,
walking around,
yeah.
you're probably gonna have a problem.
Yeah, because we were getting in trouble for BB's gun.
Yeah, but
Walking with a BB gun and
I was
things
about to say
happen.
who's BBs.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, the BB gun. You see what I'm saying? But
Say,
is
who BBs?
the rest of states that has this already, Texas and more states that this is
Arizona.
already there.
right?
What's the crime rate? What's the situation on that? Do what we are thinking about now said for a black man, and it's gonna be more risky for them. Is it happening in those states?
Yes, yes, it is. But once again, for example, Texas, it's been happening much longer. So you have people that are a little bit more used to it, right? But they tried to stop this in the legislation, sorry,
Yeah.
and it failed, right? So right now, this is going to be something that we've never really seen in Florida for probably 70 years. And the reaction is twofold for me, because I believe that a lot of minorities need to get out their mind, and Caribbean people
Yeah.
need to get out of their mind with the mentality of, oh, guns are bad. Oh, stay away from guns.
Yeah.
This and that. Instead of indoctrinating their kids now
Yeah.
on gun safety, gun ownership, because you got kids that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old that their parents are giving them guns,
As a gift.
shotguns as gifts,
Yeah. Birthday gifts and
birthday gifts, all types of stuff. They go out on a weekend, they shoot, they learn how to shoot. We need to start doing that more with us.
Yeah.
And the more that you see us doing it, the faster you're gonna see those laws change. All right.
Yeah.
If you want to see the
But
laws change, boy.
but
I mean,
it's
you do
it
you do have your communities of black communities that are doing that are training their kids and everything like that. You find them mostly in rural areas.
yeah.
There's small sectors in the cities, but not as predominant. You know what I mean?
Not in Florida though.
No, in Florida.
Yeah, it depends in Florida.
Okay, so give me an example where in Florida.
You got
Like
Tampa, you got
like
what's the name?
black
St. Cloud.
permanent.
St. Cloud, a lot of them do a lot of stuff up there because you have a lot of like land area up in St. Cloud where they're shooting into either mounds, like the little hillsides or whatnot, and they'll take their kids out there and train. I lived up in St. Cloud for 2 years, and there's a lot of people are more comfortable with gun conversations, and that's why I say it's mostly in the rural areas you'll find that kind of setup. You know what I mean? But in the city is used to violence with guns. They're not used to safety with guns. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's that. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to say now with what AP. Just piggyback on what AP was
Mm.
saying. Like in the black community, we don't, you know, encourage that for the kids and nothing like that. Even my own family, if even though people with concealed weapon, you still have family member who is still doesn't really up to part with it. Even if they
Mhm.
know, they see it, but we can't complain about that because it's the environment we go in and we see what happened. But the environment that we're going, it's not like a protection. Most of it seems like it's for revenge and all these things. You can have your firearm and nobody knows. Is what I'm saying.
Mm.
But in the environment where you grow, it comes a way where you gain strength and power just having it. And in this moment now, when it's a concealed weapon and you have it, you don't even think about it. It's just there, put down, lock up like a regular piece of,
Yeah,
you know.
a properly trained individual isn't gonna walk around and announcing, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yo, watch this, watch this. You're not gonna
yeah,
do that. Like even
yeah.
my suggestion as well too, if it does get passed on the 26th,
Yeah.
I
It's already
suggest
passed.
It's already passed. It's
Yeah.
official on the
It's
okay.
26th.
effective on the
Effective
26th. You
on the
can walk
26th.
around
Few
If
with
days
no
from
problem.
now.
my suggestion though, even if that's the case or whatnot, that I don't
Oh,
suggest people just walking around in like large public spaces with
exactly.
firearms just on their waist without a proper holster, like either a level 2 or level 3 holster. you
And
know it because a lot of them that have conceals, they just have it where it's just slide in and out. What I
yeah,
mean? So now they're gonna clip it on the outside. Somebody walk up to you, just yank your stuff out. There's a,
e-
it's
exactly.
I say what they should do is they should change a mandatory training procedure when it comes down to that. Like anyone that has either guns or whatever the case is, or you're going towards that, to teach you about that type of carry or that type of safety or anything like that.
That was presented
That presented, but
by the Democrats and the independent people that were fighting this whole thing,
mm,
and it was fought against by the others. They said they didn't want any restrictions of any type at all, and didn't want to set any guideline
yeah,
for training or preparedness or anything like that at all. But if you're a concealed permit person, or if you've taken any gun license class or anything like that, you know the first thing that they teach you is don't tell someone that you have a gun.
yeah,
One.
yeah,
Two, it's better for you not to parade around with a gun because it's extremely easy for people to then blame you for certain things,
mm,
whether you've done them or not,
because they know you have
because
it
they
and
know you
it's
have
and
it.
it's revealing, so
Right?
they
But
can't say you don't.
for me, ever since that it was legal to have a shotgun, I've had one, and I was in my teens, right? So I've exercised my right, but many people, once again, aren't in the thought of, and I won't say that's only minorities,
Mm.
because you have some white people that are in the same box that they stay away from guns. But for the most
Yeah,
part,
yeah,
for us Caribbean people, man, the elders are like, nah,
yeah,
stay away from the guns.
yeah.
Don't go around the guns and this and that. But at the end of the day, if something busts out, how are you going to protect your home?
and it- and
Hmm.
and that's what
I
I
agree.
say. That's what I'm saying. That comes from the environment that you go in.
Yeah.
Maybe you lose somebody from that type of thing, a neighbor, a friend. So it just sticks with you as a Caribbean person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that all those things are put in place for us to
Fair.
act like that and to fear.
Yeah,
Believe it. I mean, it is where it is, right?
yeah,
But there's certain
it.
things that they don't want us to be comfortable doing
Yeah,
because of us feeling comfortable doing them makes them uncomfortable doing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's certain things that you could exercise, but once again, if you want to see gun laws change, train up a bunch of minorities to start doing what the
Everybody is
others are
doing.
doing,
Yeah.
and you will see that things will change quickly. It's
Yeah.
either that or they're going to be grabbing up a lot of our youth and older people out of nowhere for no reason.
Yeah. It's just like what been said about the life insurance. If we could put life insurance on every kids in the neighborhood, young man and stuff, there wouldn't be so much
I mean,
of the death toll because the insurance would have to,
they do it right now with,
Yeah.
let's say, the rap industry, for example.
Yeah.
Certain Pop Smoke had life insurance on him,
Yeah.
right? A few other rappers have life insurance on them right now
Yeah.
because the record labels, they do the probability of what can happen,
So
and what they're doing is they're protecting their asset.
so they did, so the labels did that.
Yeah,
Not the personal
no, not
per-
the, not
oh,
the labels.
the
The
labels.
labels.
Yeah, they're a product in the in the end of the day, and they know where
Yeah.
they got their talent from. They know the surroundings their talent is in. So I mean, if you
I
buy
heard
a car, if you buy a valuable vehicle, you're gonna put insurance on it ASAP.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because all it takes is somebody to just jack it up, and next thing not what
But
you
you
bought a whole vehicle, nothing. Now you got to turn around and get another.
yeah.
They're gonna do it.
You have companies that do that too.
Yeah,
You have companies. I know companies
Athletes,
that
all of
does
that.
that. They said, every employee they have an insurance in them. So even if they say somebody goes out and think when you think they're giving you a little package, they get a double package and give you a little from it for your family.
100%.
Yeah, I know companies that does that.
Mhm. A lot of
Yeah,
jobs do that when they're hiring.
yeah,
It's like I think it's like a $2,500 base that's taken out as far as just to even process an insurance claim or to even pull insurance for an employee coming in.
yeah,
You have to pull some form of coverage, you know what I mean, to cover
yeah,
you as a company and then to also proceed with them. But I mean, the thing is any new system, especially a system that could go left real quick, has to be, looked over like very carefully because you're gonna have your crazy ass moments going
mm,
forward. It's gonna happen. All
yeah,
them places have it. Even Seattle has a open carry on situation. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But you have a lot of places that started it, man. They had, you had your ups and downs through it, but
yeah.
over time, people just get used to it, man. You're gonna get
But
used to it regardless.
yeah, yeah. But the thing you see, as we continue to say about these young men,
Hmm.
because even with a regular concealed weapon now, one concealed weapon where you don't expose it, as they said, open carry, there is so much places and the rules that comes with it. Still places you cannot turn up with it,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Schools,
Schools, the
hospitals.
boundaries that they have, and if you just catch in the space of those places, you can get in trouble.
Yeah.
But even
You
private companies too, if they don't want you on their grounds with a weapon, they
yeah.
can ask you to leave.
And I
You
hear
know what I
that
mean?
it's posted in some malls that no firearms. I heard.
You legally, you can't bring it into libraries, airports, hospitals, schools, um,
Government agencies or
government
government buildings.
agencies,
Yeah, colleges,
um,
universities.
Mhm.
like
It's a lot.
places like that. And I think that they're even trying to enforce the supermarkets, but you can't.
Yeah,
Supermarkets
no.
are. I mean, you had what's his name, the rapper Baby,
Mm.
Lil Baby, not Lil Baby, but the
Oh,
Baby.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
remember that gun
I
Uh,
heard
shooting
that's it. Yeah,
situation?
he
that
shot
situation.
and killed two people, one in a
Hmm.
mall and one at
Was it
at
Walmart, wasn't it?
Walmart. It was Walmart.
Hmm.
Yeah.
At two different incidents.
Two different incidents. Two different incidents.
Wow.
And he was standing his ground.
Yeah.
And he didn't go to jail. He didn't get prosecuted or anything like that. Well, he got arrested, but throughout the process, he was vindicated.
Mm-hmm.
He was found that he was actually defending himself.
Okay.
Right? But
yeah, I think they had the footage of the Walmart incident.
Yeah, and they had the one in the mall too.
Okay.
When he was walking out and walking away, and the guy kept coming behind him, and he turned around and blam blam.
Yeah. You remember that one streamer where he does like pranks on people and stuff, where he was trying to prank that one guy in the food court, and the guy kept telling him like, "Yo, leave him alone," and he just had his concealing. He just turned around and bomb,
real quick,
shot him,
bomb,
and just walked off.
So in a situation like that, he's not gonna be like charged for them?
It was self defense because it's all on camera. The guy's like, he's literally reaching,
keep
trying to grab
harassing
the
him.
guy. You know what I mean? And the guy's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like back up." That's self defense. At the end of the day, you don't wait till you're attacked.
Yeah.
It's the motions of it. It's the actions of you feeling like, yo, this person is coming at me with something. Especially if you disclose, yo, I need you to back up because I'm in fear of my safety type of deal, and you still approaching. And at the end of the day, you asking for it, man.
Yeah, but there's certain things that they can get away with that we can get away with. For example, Kyle Rittenhouse. Dude was walking around under freaking 18 years old.
In another city.
In another city.
Yeah. I remember,
with
clear.
that AK on his back.
Yeah.
And he was saying he was going to and looking for people to
analyze
shoot.
them. Yeah.
Right? Now, he goes through the motion, gets on the stand, cries, gets the sympathy. The judge starts calling people nigger, this and that. And next thing you know, he's off. And he's out signing autographs, going around like he's a superstar. Like, or you have George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Right? And right now, if you don't know about the story, what they're depicting about the story now is saying that he was being attacked and hunted by a kid that had a drink and some Skittles.
Yeah.
Right? But he was being hunted.
And he was the one who approached the kid.
He was the one who approached. He was the one that was told not to approach, and he still got off. So there's certain things that we need to tell not only the youth, but people in general on gun safety. And just being smart. Because thinking that you can do everything that they can do, whether it's free speech that we're going to talk about or whatever it is, but just know realistically the time that we're living in, it's not for you to say, hey, like young men that I work with in mentor program, one thing I say to them repeatedly is when you leave your home, your first goal and mission is to make it back home.
Yeah.
Don't get into an argument about what should be happening or you shouldn't be doing this. No. Your goal is to make it back home.
Yeah.
And when you make it back home, then do whatever you have to do, make complaints, go forward, put a plan together to rectify whatever may have happened to you. But arguing right now, especially, is not the thing to do.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a totally different vibe and situation that's going on right now because we got two people who unalived themselves, right? Supposedly, and hung themselves. Please.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy. It's crazy.
You're not seeing that all over the news. You're not getting any empathy over that stuff at all. No. So just know that it's
different times.
It's totally different times.
Totally different times. And for them young men always waiting just to, be flashy with their firearm, like they're the police, they gotta be careful. They gotta be really careful.
But we also have to be thoughtful and understand that there are a minority fringe of people that don't have any good feeling doing of what they're doing with their
Intentions.
guns at all. They don't
Yeah.
have good intentions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You see, you know
We
the quote unquote YNs
Yeah, we
that are running
can't leave
around
that for
already.
real. That's a good point. You can't leave that out
You
because
can't
some of
ignore
them
it.
just they can't be controlled.
No,
And
but the bad thing is that they'll use that one kid
person, yeah,
and make that as altruistic for everybody
yeah,
in that group, which
yeah,
is wrong because
yeah,
the we could flip it the same way.
yeah.
If
We
you want
can't
to
leave
flip it
that
that
out.
way, if you look at certain other individuals that do certain bad things to minorities, they never get that light casted on them at all because
Yeah,
once again, they run these media outlets. I
yeah.
don't know if any of
So,
you have seen any of the hangings on TV repeated. It hasn't been.
no, those info is like you gotta go online and go on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram to see
Why you
what's
think?
happening. It's
But
not on the news.
why you think mainstream media's viewership has been in the dirt? People aren't turning to the mainstream news, media for any of that. They're going independent, or they're just going straight to the state, or they're going straight
Yeah,
to the actual, individuals that are on the ground covering it. And
but
a
it's
lot of times, these independent media is covering a lot of this stuff and bringing these topics through social media. You
yeah,
know,
but
A lot of the independent media hasn't been covering
the
the
situation,
hangings. The hangings.
hangings.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's just
I mean,
individual
look at the
talking
one
about it.
look at the one situation with the dude, the undocumented dude that brutalized that girl and tossed her body over the bridge. Ain't nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? It's because they've politicized everyone's situation. You know what I mean? It's like how much ratings can we get from this? How much turmoil? How much money can we make from this? How much
Yeah,
investment? How much chaos? It's like they've turned all our livelihoods into reality TV. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
As if it's something comes up. I don't know if that one's gonna hit. Yeah, I understand it was a kid, but what else is on the table?
yeah, yeah,
They'll sift around the news like that, and they'll
yeah,
run with
yeah.
one topic for weeks, and it's like, so I mean, nothing else going on, nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's the only thing that's happening.
I
So that's
mean,
what I'm saying. A lot of times, that's why I don't. I tune out on a lot of these mainstream media things, man.
Yeah,
Because when
but
you look at a lot of the edited stuff, the spins, and then they'll put the clickbait titles larger than life, knowing that majority of people read 20% of an article. The
yeah,
majority of them read only the headline, and that's it. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? And then they come back weeks later on and apologize and update. No one's going back to read an updated article that they've already made their mind up on.
yeah. Also, the mainstream media, it's just basic stuff they give you, and it keeps playing all day, the same thing,
It's like the radio.
huh?
A lot of times you just hear the same song
I
on the
can't even
radio.
talk about the radio still. We talked about that last week, but
it's
it's
all
a
programming.
Same
long
thing.
time I
All
haven't listened to radio.
it's all programming, and it's all to keep the eyes on the station. That's why everyone reports on the same thing, because if they're all reporting on the same, like just do a test one day, right? When the news is on, they're all on at the same time. All of them will be reporting the same topics at the same time.
Yeah,
At the same time,
yeah,
right?
Even with the same script.
With the same script and everything, because they're trying to keep your eyes on their station, because ad dollars are what runs radio, what runs TV, what
yeah,
runs social media, what runs every single thing. Marketing and promotions rule everything. And I say
yeah,
this to everybody, like during the pandemic, there are certain things and certain companies that made money. The one that didn't stop making money throughout everything was media.
Hmm.
yeah,
That was the only one.
yeah. Can you,
Gas got a hit.
yeah,
Food got a hit.
yeah,
clothing got a hit.
Because a majority of the time is your time in watching. You can't be on the street. You sit. You
Just think about
fear
it.
the fear factor.
You couldn't go to the supermarket or the gas station, but the TV didn't stop.
Yeah,
Social media didn't stop.
yeah,
So they were still making money because advertisers were still advertising during that time. And
yeah.
it's crazy what people say. Well, people really don't check for regular TV stations and stuff like that. But the people that are making the most money right now is Fox News,
Yeah.
because they don't change the channel at all. They keep it on there. Nielsen rating shows it. They keep it on there like 90 something percent.
Yeah.
They don't go to nothing else. But as the past couple of months, as you've seen, some people that have left Fox have ended up going into different places like CNN. They're slowly switching over some,
Yeah.
but for the most part, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's programmed and
Programming, yeah.
it's set for
Most
that way.
most people have done better independent. Look at Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck came out and exposed the banking industry, got fired. Tucker Carlson came out and exposed a lot of the stuff that was going on with the media, got fired, and they're all doing their own thing.
Tucker Carlson got fired because he lied. Let Glenn Beck.
But what I'm trying to say though is the topics. It's the topics. Remember, the CEO of Fox came out and said that he would never have Donald Trump on his show. Tucker Carlson brought Donald Trump on his show, and they spoke about everything. He didn't attack him on any topics. He didn't do any of that stuff. At the end of the day, everybody was like, yo, I really like how he's moving. I like this. So he got punished. Yeah. He got punished for you pick a political target or political individuals that they have a negative view on or whatever the case is, and they say, hey, you went against our standards. I don't care if you're a journalist.
Blacks. It wasn't against the standards.
That was against.
We can't do that.
Tucker already said it.
All right.
The man lied.
I mean, look how many stations already been busted about lying.
Blacks, what are we talking about now?
Free speech. Lies has nothing to do with it.
So we actually went into free speech. Mm-hmm. So we actually went into free speech without saying it.
That's why I started. That's why I started going into it, because I'm like, this literally will start into the next topic.
So we actually jump into free speech. Everybody being cut down. Is there free speech anymore?
Free speech is always there. It doesn't mean that you can't that what you say.
Now.
Yeah, it's not saying that you could just say anything and not have any repercussions. See, people are saying, people are being fired for posting things on social media. But what they're not understanding, if you're how would you say, a face for a company, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're posting within that company's platform about certain things, the company has all the right to do whatever they want.
It's not
if they say
posting, but if it's just saying.
Yeah, but you're still posting on the platform.
Listen,
individual look, you had
if you repeat,
there's a lot of people being fired who does not post. They say what they say at a particular time in their workforce, in their business, and they're cut. When we see it on social media,
you heard what you just said.
But sometimes they're not even at work.
Not even at work. Personal.
And then those persons go.
What we call a snitch.
But what I'm saying though, here's the thing: there's a lot of businesses that have the right to do so, just like Florida has a right to work state. Like if you're a face, like if you're a face in a company, like say you're an actor, right, and you got a movie out, right?
Yeah.
The company's pushing the film or whatnot, and then here you come. Before the film comes out, start saying stuff on social, saying whatever. Now it starts spreading on social media. You can get canned. You remember what happened? You remember what happened with Gina Carano? Gina Carano just put a change in her profile bio. Gets punished by Disney. You know what I'm saying?
But
Had
see,
nothing to
but
do with Disney, had nothing to do with
she got
anything.
there's something totally different than
But it's still effective. It's still effective
repeating
free speech, though.
repeating what someone said,
Yeah, it's not.
their exact words,
Yeah.
and you repeat their exact words, and you get fired for repeating someone's words.
Mm-hmm.
that shouldn't.
That is not
That can
free
be fair.
speech.
Yeah,
right now,
but you have to understand as well, though. Here's the thing.
I don't have to understand nothing.
People say free speech, right? And they say, oh, people's supposed to be able to say whatever they want. But yet, years ago, people have been setting cancel culture on anyone for saying something. Heck, people were canceling people for wearing a red hat. Not even saying nothing, just wearing a hat. You getting targeted. You're getting doxxed
Where was that?
online.
Where was that
You
happening?
weren't getting fired. Come on, man. We're not gonna do that.
But you were getting doxxed. You
No.
were getting doxxed. You were
weren't
getting
getting-
targeted.
you
It's
weren't-
the same.
No,
It's the same.
no,
You
A
were
lot of
not
people-
getting come on.
no.
People were getting fired in certain.
Not
People
even
were
1%.
getting fired in certain jobs because people were saying that
Okay.
we
No.
didn't know that you supported a fascist. This
Uh-huh.
was happening in LA.
Uh-huh.
Right? This was happening in LA. People were getting fired because they were claiming that, oh, we didn't know you supported a fascist and we feel uncomfortable with you in our company. And they were getting fired. So I don't
Okay.
understand how people are saying people are okay with cancel culture, like with COVID happened when everybody was saying that how the unvaccinated shouldn't have access to the to hospitals because they choose to spread a virus and they refuse to take a vaccine. Now look, all of a sudden now the vaccine
Depends on who
now
was
no, but it
saying
doesn't. But it doesn't matter though. If we're talking about free speech and the fact that individuals are being punished for saying something, so certain things you can say whatever you want and don't get any punishment. But in another term, if you say something you shouldn't be,
That's
I
what
don't
just
understand
said.
here.
That's what I just said, bro.
That you're repeating it.
That's what I
But
just-
what I'm saying though
Don't
is,
get fired.
but what you
but my whole thing
what I
is
just said,
how
bro.
are we tripping about any of this stuff when it's already been going down?
No, there's a difference, bro. If you're saying
If
what's
you're not
happening-
seeing what the
if-
difference then now
there's definitely a problem. If you think what's happening right now is what was happening
is okay.
3 years ago,
Mhm.
you're choosing to ignore something right now.
I never
Because-
said it was okay.
No, I'm not saying you said it's okay. You said it's the same thing. This is
Mhm.
not the same thing.
Yeah. People were getting
right.
fired. People were
Listen,
getting fired for
man.
saying stuff.
Was there ever
Reposting
was
stuff,
was there ever a
wearing
time
stuff.
that the president said, "If you talk against me, I feel that you should lose your job"? Did that ever happen before? No. So stop saying that the same thing is happening that's happened before, because it didn't happen before. We have to be honest in this discussion right now.
Yeah,
It's not an argument, because if we can't be honest with certain things, then we can't be honest with anything. Was it perfect? Did
No.
other things happen? Did people not get doxxed? Yes.
Yeah.
But what's happening right now is, listen, my man, if I'm a teacher right now, if I was teaching right now in Miami-Dade public schools, and they go back and see last week's show, I would get fired for saying nothing derogatory about a man that was killed, other than repeating what he said and what he believed in. And what I'm saying is, for that example alone, if you are not on the right side of this discussion or argument pertaining to him, you're having a problem that's never happened before. Jimmy Kimmel did not say anything derogatory about that man. He made a comment about Trump and Trump's reaction to the person that he was so much giving so much empathy for, and talked about freaking construction. That's what he talked about.
That's exactly it.
Right?
That
Was
it.
the only thing. Now, there's nothing else that he said. He said, "I'm sorry for the family. It shouldn't have happened. I'm against it. But wow, what kind of friends do we have if they're just able to just push that thing away and start talking about a construction?" That's totally different. You have other people that are sitting
Kimmel failed to realize that his writers turned his sympathy for a situation into a Trump joke. They're so obsessed with Trump that they fail to realize that in this situation and time, you have to read the room. You got to read the room on certain things. If you
So-
see,
so it's not
if you
freedom
see a
of speech
certain,
I beg your pardon.
But you have to understand what I'm trying to explain to you. If you are in a certain situation, if you're looking at a certain topic, look at what's going on right now with Israel and Palestine, right? People are heated over this stuff. They're heated. What? You're gonna jump in now in the middle of it and just start saying something and then jump out and then make it into a joke. What are you doing?
But he didn't say no joke.
He didn't make no joke.
He tried to make it a joke. He was laughing about it on stage with the whole Trump situation. What kind of friend is this? This looks like some like a child losing a goldfish.
I mean,
what's that about, bro?
Wait. So, if one of your friends pass away, and you're asked about that friend, and you just shove off the question about that friend and start talking about the brand new car that you got.
That's a different story. They weren't even friends. Jimmy Kimmel wasn't friends with freaking Charlie Kirk. He didn't even like what he stood for, and he definitely ain't friends with Trump. Come on now.
And anyone.
But this is what I'm saying. He's so obsessed with Trump. That's why I mentioned earlier that he had to slide that in there. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that being slid in there.
Like
the individuals didn't like what he said.
Who's upset with Obama?
Huh?
Who's upset with Obama now?
You said obsessed with Obama?
Yeah. Obsessed.
Who is, and Obama is not a president for so long.
Anytime something bad happens.
But why you bringing up Obama?
Because
they do it.
What you just said.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Jimmy Kimmel and Trump. Trump's the president right now. What do you mean?
No,
when he was running campaign, when he was president.
I'm talking about the obsession. You said.
Yeah, but it still doesn't take from the fact
one person
that every single chance he needs to get either. But this is what I'm saying. Maybe it's not Jimmy Kimmel because we all know these individuals have writers behind the scene, right? Maybe they thought, we can boost some controversy by sliding this in. He's reading a script. No.
My man.
You get what I'm saying?
It was not boosting. It was. Come on, man.
I don't know what I said maybe. I didn't say it was definite. Hold on. It was factual. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that a lot of these writers go into these studios and they boost these words for ratings.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. So what did you see there of him trying to get boosted or being boosted?
He did start off the whole thing about him being divisive and how I believe a lot of stuff that he said was wrong, and then
that was the Jimmy Kimmel show every night.
And then went in and attached it to the Trump situation.
Okay, so all the things that he brought up about Trump lying, which he talks about whenever he lies, he brings it up. It's the president. It's affecting people's lives. Like, what's the problem with?
Yeah, but why? But why would you attach that right after saying sympathy to the family? And then saying, he doesn't feel like he misses this individual. This looks like someone losing a goldfish. Why would you attach that?
Because it is the truth.
But that was pretty insensitive though for that topic.
Wait, so
why would you attach that?
Okay, let me ask you.
1,000.
Hold on.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This isn't me in the media. I'm talking about an individual that's in the media.
You just said
so the viewers.
Hold on. You just said it was insensitive for Jimmy Kimmel to say what he said. So was it insensitive for Trump to answer the way he did instead of talking about Kirk and just start talking about the construction and looking at the trucks and how he already had a whole hearing about Charlie Kirk's situation and everything. He didn't.
No, that was the first.
He already spoke about. That
was the first
question that they asked him, bro. That was the first.
No, I'm not talking about on that situation. I'm saying Trump already spoke about the situation.
No, but that's what we're talking about. Like you can't just switch and say, he just talked about it already. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Are you gonna say that you could just walk up to anybody and say, hey, I understand that you just lost your friend while they're in the midst of doing something else, and then you expect them to immediately just give you the response that you're looking for? What if that person just doesn't answer? Because they don't feel like answering you.
Okay,
but I'm just saying.
No, if you come up and tell me my
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is you
I'm
guys
gonna
are
say,
making it
bro,
seem like
I'm
everyone
sorry
is
to
supposed
hear
to
that,
respond
man.
the same way as everyone's
Bro,
supposed to do.
bro, I'm sorry
no,
to
no,
hear
no.
that, man. If you need some help, I'll talk to you. I'm
No,
sorry
no,
to
no,
hear
no.
that,
But
man.
I'm saying the individual you asked that question to.
Nobody's saying that the individual should be saying anything at all, but you made a statement that Jimmy Kimmel was insensitive. And what
Yeah.
I'm saying to you is, was Trump not insensitive in his reply? Yes, he was. But for whatever reason, you're caping.
He already
But
made his stance on the whole
he
situation.
already
He
made his
already spoke on it. He spoke on it on his
on
Truth
his what?
Social.
On his
He
Truth
spoke
Social.
on the platforms. He spoke on the president's he spoke on camera about it already.
So what
And
he's
this
saying, I don't want to hear
during
nothing
but
else. I
the
don't want to hear
person
about this no
asking
more.
him this question on this spot, they inflated it to make it seem like, oh, he doesn't care.
They didn't inflate anything. They asked him a question, and he just
Yeah,
went to
but
that. No. It can't be yelled. But they asked him a question, and he didn't answer the question and talked about the construction of the ballroom. There was nothing else.
but you notice the reporter that asked that question. He doesn't even like that reporter.
So
He don't even
whose
like the
fault is
reporter.
that?
So immediately he's like, I'm not even gonna talk to you. I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. That's literally what I got from the whole thing.
That's
He
what
didn't answer anything she said and just went, yeah, because I'm not in his head. How the hell am I supposed to know?
Listen, first of all,
1.3 million believe it's
what
different,
Rocks.
Rocks.
What you just
Doesn't
said is
matter.
wrong because it was a guy that asked him that question. It wasn't the female. The female was April that asked him that question the day before when he told her, "You're a terrible person." So you're talking about two different things. Two different things. It was a man that asked him that.
Yeah.
And the person that asked him that was from Fox. So let's be straight up and honest with what we're talking about here.
Okay, well, but here's the thing though.
You just said it was a female,
what
he didn't
does
like,
it?
no.
But you're saying that him ignoring it and talking about the construction job that was going on.
So what did he do?
Insensitive to the situation.
Is that insensitive?
So what
you
did
just
he
said
do?
Jimmy Kimmel was insensitive. So was he being insensitive? That's what I asked you, and you can't answer that of him being insensitive. So
but here's the thing.
If something happens to IT, right?
Uh-huh.
And somebody comes and asks you a question.
Let's not put that out in the air.
I mean,
just anything else. Anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I get what you're saying, but let's
Okay,
not.
but if you get what I'm saying, then you should understand what I'm saying.
John used me as every time.
Let's not put that out there as well. God bless
why-
protection on the homies.
You want to play the thing, man?
Oh, the video.
It don't matter what we say. You're gonna feel the way you feel.
He said he heard it, but let's play it.
Some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes.
He's at the fourth. And as you heard, that wasn't a female's voice. That was a man's voice.
Big laughter at the end.
That's laughter at
what the crowd.
Big laugh. But what I'm but that's what I'm But you know that you see that whole thing is a scripted show. All right. The whole thing is a scripted show.
But that's how the show starts every night.
No, but what I'm saying is this is
new.
what. But I'm speaking on why Jimmy got the backlash. First, why would you say all that about Charlie, right?
Okay,
and then going about the MAGA gang, antagonizing a certain sect of individuals that's feeling it right now. You see what I'm saying? And then go on in a jokingly manner about the whole thing. That's why people responded the way they did.
They can respond how they want to, but
but in the end of the day, you gotta point that to the company and say, hey, why'd you fire this man?
And that's what we're talking. We're talking about free speech, man.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Everybody's free to say whatever they want. But that's why I said in the beginning that in the end of the day, these companies are making the choice. If I come to the store, if I come in the store and I say, hey, and I come into Target or one of these places, and I say, "Yo, I don't like how this person is looking at everyone. This, and that. They should be fired." And a manager comes out, and instead of the manager saying, "Hey, listen, my employee has been doing blah 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 blah," and the manager say, "You know what? Get your things and get out." Now you have to look at that manager and say, "Hey,
why?
That's a weird behavior that you just did with your employee.
Exactly.
Like you didn't even stand for that employee. What's going on here?"
Exactly.
This is what I'm saying. In the end of the day, these companies are making these decisions because just like how the companies got benefited for waving the Black Lives Matter flag in the air when they don't even give a rat's ass and they were making money off of it. Now the temperature's changing. They're shifting to the next group they can get money or attention from. This is what's happening. These companies, you cannot take.
Who's running the companies?
What do you mean? Who's running the companies?
Nobody
the people
look
that are
like
running
us.
the companies are running the companies.
Nobody look like us.
So.
But that's our fault that we're not running these companies.
So do you guys know why they did what they did? The company did what they did?
Because social media came after them.
That has nothing to do with it, bro. That has nothing to do with it.
So okay then. So what's the point?
It has to do with a thing called a merger. Okay? A merger. You have one company, Nexstar, that has over 82 affiliates that is trying to merge with another company. And for them to do that, they need to get FCC approval. And the same thing that happened with Paramount. That's what they did with Colbert. So holding over their head, Nexstar went and said to ABC, listen, you need to do this, this, and this, and this, and we're not going to put any of this Jimmy Kimmel on the air at all unless you do this, this, and this. This has nothing to do with any of that stuff that we've been talking about. It has solely to do with a merger that needs to happen.
Why did we even bother talking about all of that then?
Because you
this goes back to my point that I said in the beginning. In the end of the day, these companies are making a decision. But here we are going back and forth with each other about free speech when these companies are doing whatever. These companies don't care about their employees. When you look at the musicians, you look at athletes, you look at these actors, you look at these show hosts and everything, these companies view them as percentages, profit margins. You think they care about what goes down when it comes down to things? These companies are making these decisions.
I'm gonna call you Spinner from now on, bro.
Jimmy,
but I said it in the beginning though. So how am I spinning? I said it in the beginning that it's these companies at the end of the day are making these decisions.
You were the one bringing up free speech. So then, what did you want to say about free speech?
Don't speak.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what free speech is. But in the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, that doesn't hold you from the actions that comes behind it, because it all depends on what you say.
Man, there's a
and what you say and how you say things determine on who reacts.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
You see what I'm saying?
And
it is within their right to react however they want.
So the Fox News host 2 nights ago that said that homeless people should be killed.
He should be fired. He should be fired. That Fox News host should be fired.
Hold on.
Because that goes beyond free speech. Now you're inciting.
Hold on. Let's hear what AP guys say first. Hold on.
So he said what he said, and nothing happened to him. Nobody's talking about that at all, right? One bit. Why is that?
It's the company.
It's the company. Yeah, it's the company in the end of the day. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you in the beginning. Dude, just like pharmaceuticals. Look, cigarette companies for years ran campaigns on how safe cigarettes are. Right? Was they telling the truth? Hell no. The sugar company has been poisoning our kids for years, running lobbyists in the FDAs and everything. Are they telling the truth? Hell no. These companies are the ones that are spinning this shit. And what they're doing is they're making money off of the people that are involved. In the end of the day, the company made that decision. What that guy said on Fox is wrong. He's beyond wrong. What kind of idiotic, stupid shit is that to say? You know what I mean? As if the homeless people don't exist. As if people aren't going through their
Hey,
shit.
this is not the first Jimmy Kimmel show that I see, and Jimmy said some things, and it was
Not at all.
smooth, crazy.
He has said crazier
stuff.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say though. In the end of the day, whoever pulled the plug on it, that's their decision.
And I told you the reasoning for them doing what they did.
Okay, so in the end of the day, then what can we do about that?
What can we?
Why isn't Jimmy Kimmel's side pulling for him? They should be protesting on him getting his job back and his position back.
Listen,
yeah. If he doesn't get it back in the end, that's the company's doing.
Listen, people have been protesting. But you're not seeing it on the news. People
It doesn't matter. But who controls the news? I just explained to you. The news is reality TV.
The news is a different news now than before.
Oh my God, the news has been like this, man. The news is reality TV, man. You can't take this shit serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Free speech was what you wanted to talk about.
Yes.
So what did you want to talk about free speech then? If you're saying that, then we don't have free speech. The companies run it, and this that like.
That means you can't talk. The company.
No. With those actions, like, look, when COVID was going around, I was informing all sorts of people about procedures of contamination and other things. What should be done, other things like that. Facebook and a lot of platforms was coming after me, giving me warnings that I am trying to spread mass hysteria when all I'm doing is giving them documentation of what's supposed to happen during an outbreak. Trying to help my friends and them so that they don't run around panicking, because that's the last thing you want to do in a crazy situation is panic and run around. So I'm getting censored and canceled left to right, shadow banned and removed because of words and what I have to say. What I'm trying to explain to you guys is that we have freedom of speech, but the issue with is these companies are the issue. We shouldn't be arguing amongst each other. We should be focusing.
We're not arguing.
But what I'm saying is we should be focusing on the real individuals, the people behind the curtain, all right, that are pulling these strings.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say. Whether they're on the left, but that's what I'm saying, and I'm agreeing with you guys.
Maybe the person on the left pulling the string around
on the left and the right. On the left and the right, they benefit based on the climate changing.
The same companies who have the ABCs and the Fox and all, it's the same companies who are running the medicine, running with Pfizer and Moderna. They the same company.
If you look at that, right?
I mean, I can name them, but
who
I don't know if you want to name them. Allegedly,
right? Who shepherded in warp speed for the medications? Who did that?
Trump,
right?
Yes, and he was a friggin' idiot.
But somehow,
freaking idiot.
What do you mean by that?
Through the media,
he's an idiot.
But listen,
because he by him fast tracking it, he literally took Fauci, the most qualified maniac, and gave it over to him. The same guy that ran HIV and AIDS back in the day, and then blamed it on Haitians spreading it. That idiot was put on the.
He never blamed Haitians. Stop. He never blamed.
Oh my God! Hold on. Let me find this video.
Find it with credible sources, because he never did that.
You standing up for Fauci? Fauci of all people.
No,
Fauci.
Listen, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm standing.
I'm just saying.
What I saw with my own eyes, and what I'm saying is the people that shepherd in all these things are now flipping and saying that it was somebody else that did it. All of them, right? So whether Fauci was under who? Trump. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It was under Trump. All that was under Trump. But why is it that you try to separate yourself from that? Why? That was Trump. No matter what,
I
right?
just said he was an idiot.
He was the one that was in charge, right? He was the one that was in charge.
But did I not just call him out?
You called him out, but it shouldn't be going to anybody else, because he was the one that was in charge.
What do you mean? But you have to, though, because here's the thing. If an idiot come in the building, right, and take a situation and then say, hey, this situation right here needs more attention. And then he turns around. You are the head of the building. And then you turn around and take it and pass it off to another idiot. Who am I? I'm going to blame the both of you. You both screwed this up because the information showed they both lied and said there was no information that showed that there was complications with all of this stuff. But then now here we are, information, complications. People out there taking this stuff, boosters, shots, everything under the sun. All right. Lives affected, people gone because of these irresponsible moves. All right. I already told y'all before, I don't care about the left or the right. I care about what goes down. When it affects the people, that's when I'm pissed. You see what I'm saying? That's when I'm pissed. I don't give a shit about these billionaires, presidencies, and all these other individuals because these people have their own society. The people in the end of the day got to protect our shit. You see what I'm saying? We got to protect our stuff. We sitting here running around, skin color this and that and all this other. Bro, we got to come together in the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to. Because I got Hispanic family, I got white family, I got black family, I got family all over.
Yeah.
And anytime we do the colorism thing, it throws them under the dirt. Y'all got people that are in different colors that have helped you, that have came close to you and supported you on things. Call out the actual individuals. We need to stop looping things because I know y'all see the comments on social media. Usual suspect every time some stupid ass shit goes down, and they talking about us.
But
everybody,
blacks.
You see what I'm saying?
But this is something that is revamp itself so strong now than before.
But remember,
stronger at
listen,
this
but
time.
remember, I told you before, man.
It's stronger at this time.
In the previous,
everything you are saying is a fact. Yeah, we need to stop watch this, our tone and our color or whatever, but it's revamped right now.
I get it, but this is what I'm saying. At this point in time, we need to remember that as much as possible, because in the end of the day, these cats are gonna create their chaos and they're gonna run off into their $1 billion private security protected buildings, and we're gonna be out here on the street. You see how these idiots in these progressive states are passing these laws where you can't even protect yourself. Women can't even leave a job in the end of the night with mace to protect themselves in certain states.
These laws
you can't even carry a mace. So now women are getting raped and assaulted, feel like they can't do nothing. And these states, these idiot judges and magistrates are just saying, oh, you know what? These people need mental assistance. We cannot arrest them. Let's not put this person in prison. Let them out, and they go off and do another thing, and now someone else's life is ruined. Who's affected? Who's affected? The system or the people?
This new time?
Yes.
In this new time.
And it's been happening for years. Years. Look what happened in New York. The lady get burned on the train. Nobody. Everybody's in fear. Oh, we don't want to be Daniel Pennied. We don't want to stop anyone. The lady gets stabbed in the neck. Oh, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. This is what's happening here. The system turns around and tells you, don't you be a vigilante. Don't you say nothing. Don't you stand up.
What society is backing up from that, like you said?
What do you mean?
If we use the color situation again, nobody wants to get in trouble. Everybody know the consequences of the trouble.
It's not the color system, though. It's the system suppressing the people itself. Because if you pull away the individual decisions from the people, you now rely on the government. You rely on the system. You rely on their thing. So now you could be robbed and you have to sit there while you're being robbed and wait for the police to show up. Don't defend yourself. Hey, listen here.
And who's
you hit that guy?
Who's
making you ain't hear about the system. What did I just say?
What the system is built from? Human?
Bro, these people are human.
People are making the decision.
These people are monsters, bro.
They're making the decision.
They're monsters.
People making the decision. And that's what I'm saying. It's people making the decision.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about... This is why I say these corporations, these billionaires and other individuals, they are in their own system. Remember I said that earlier.
Listen, by law, there is a 39% threshold that one company cannot go above 39% of ownership in stations. What's happening right now with the Nexstar ABC situation with Jimmy Kimmel is they are going to circumvent that just by the donations that they gave. Okay? If anybody wants to be clear on what's happening, that's what's happening, and you can go do your investigation and it will pop up. Okay? That's what's happening. The same thing that happened with Paramount is now happening with ABC, Nexstar, in reference to the takeover. What they're trying to do is get 179 to 200 stations to be controlled by one group. Okay? And
one world government. Here we go.
And I don't know about the world, one world government and all that stuff, but all these things lead to an authoritarian type of government.
I agree.
There's nothing else. 100%. So when we go back to talking about freedom of speech, this week has showed us that what we know as the First Amendment is not real for everyone. And my problem that I have now, whether you talk about what happened 3 years ago compared to now, you cannot compare it, because all of the people on the right could say whatever they wanted to say 3 years ago, and unless it was illegal, they weren't
affecting both sides, though, man.
Yes, but now,
that's what I'm trying to say. We're still separating it.
Listen,
it's affecting both sides.
We're
both getting affected.
Let me ask you a question.
And most of those supporters are crying now.
Let me ask you.
Can't believe.
Let me ask you all a question. So, for a young man that spewed hatred more than anything, and at the end of his hatred,
I don't agree.
I know you're not going to agree, because if I ask
you
right now, I don't
agree. He spewed hatred. I don't agree.
He didn't spew hatred.
I don't agree.
So wait. So you never saw him say any hatred, any hateful words?
When he was when he's repeating stuff from the Bible about what's going on with the destruction of family, the gay, what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah and stuff like that.
No, when he was saying that black women are subhuman and cannot, Tangi Brown, the person that was magna cum laude at Harvard, she was not brain-willed enough to do what she had to do. It was, what did he say? Affirmative action that put her in place. Now listen, that was one thing. The other thing was about George Floyd. And then the other thing was about slavery. All those things are positive things. Those things are negative things, man. You can't sit there and say that there aren't. And I would challenge you.
But he said that slavery doesn't exist in the way that it used to.
Hold on. Everybody knows it doesn't exist the same way as it did before.
So that's
because
what
people have to get paid. No, because you just said that he said nothing negative, bruh. Like, come on. There's plenty of videos, and we even put in the chat of him saying negative things. And you're gonna say no, he didn't say anything negative. Anyway, I'll say my point. He said negative things and sprinkled in Christian beliefs at the end. This is nothing new. In 1966, Goldwater did the same thing, and before that,
I told y'all we reliving the whole Soviet 60s.
My man.
Told y'all this before.
But you just said that the man didn't say anything negative. You
just I believe the majority of the values that he was standing for, I was stood for it.
Listen.
Especially the Christian values, family values.
So what you're saying
social
is,
values. I stand for that.
So those things supersede.
Those have been in attack for a long time. I mean, for crying out loud, they've been shutting down Christianity in a lot of places. Why they always target Christianity?
Nobody targeted Christianity, man.
Okay.
Right. Nobody. Listen, you're talking about a Seventh-day keeper. I am a Seventh-day keeper, just like he was a Seventh-day keeper. All right? But I can objectively look at the negative things that he said that affected my people directly. He never said any incendiary things about the KKK, about blacks being killed, about the assault of white nationalists.
He said we should take control of our own communities, though. And he did.
Listen,
He said he wasn't.
okay,
He didn't stand with. He said he didn't stand with the KKK.
when did he say that?
He said that in one of his hearings. He never
wait.
stood with the KKK.
Can
That
you
doesn't make sense.
can
He
you
even
get
said
it?
he even
Listen,
said he doesn't see
I said
color and racism.
white nationalists. Did he ever say anything against white nationalists? No.
Yeah, he said he doesn't support it.
Wait, did he say KKK? You just said the KKK or white nationalists. Which one?
Bro, he said he doesn't support the whole racism and the enforcement of white over other race. He already said that.
Okay, so
doesn't that lump
while
the
he was
whole
saying it-
that lumps all of that in there?
No.
If
no,
you're
it doesn't.
saying
No, it
white
doesn't.
nationalists, I mean, isn't the KKK literally formed from white nationalists?
Yes, and he
Okay,
never
then,
said
so-
anything. He never said anything. Okay, I'll challenge you. Send me that of stuff that he said against white nationalists.
This should be entertaining.
Send me that, because what you're not going to be able to do is send me any of that without sending me the stuff that he said to denigrate minorities.
Especially on the pilots.
There's no way. Pilots. So if I see a black pilot, come on, man. If I see a black doctor, I question it. Like, really? So you're an intelligent black man. If anybody was looking at you and saying, hey, you in your position, if I see you in a place, I got to question whether, so you're cool with that?
He said that during the DEI topic they were talking on. That's when he said that.
Okay, man. No matter what I say, you gonna make excuses for a man.
But I'm telling you when he said it, though.
Listen,
I'm not gonna make excuses for him. I'm telling you when he said it during the DEI talk. DEI been a topic on this for a lot of subjects.
Okay, no problem.
But once again, we're back to the separation instead of paying attention to what we were supposed to be paying attention.
The only reason why there's separation is because you don't want to have.
That
any
was a
acceptance.
separation. It's
Exactly.
separating.
He was separating people. So if you have somebody,
but here's the thing, though. But you see how much people that's came in on the DEI, and people keep thinking that DEI was made to enforce our people.
Okay, let me ask you this about DEI. You know the FBI director?
Kash Patel?
Yeah.
What about him?
What qualifications does he have to be FBI director?
He served in the FBI for a long time.
No.
What do you mean?
No. He served in the FBI doing what, bro? What did Kash Patel do in the FBI? This is his first job in the FBI. What are you talking about? He had no previous workings in the FBI.
Nothing.
None at all.
What agency was he in?
He wasn't in any agency. He wasn't in any agency. He was doing a podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Talking out the side of your ass with this shit like that. The man was not at all.
Podcast.
Okay, and I'll use another one.
Who hasn't been on a podcast though? You mean to tell me nobody? You mean to tell me nobody else has a podcast in these days?
My man. Okay. Pete Hegseth. What are his qualifications to be Secretary of War?
Fox News.
He was just on Fox News and he served in the military. When is the last time those things happened? It hasn't happened. Everybody except for Rubio, and I don't even, me saying this about Rubio is the only qualified secretary or person that is in this government right now. Everybody else is a yes man or woman, and they're not qualified. So when we talk about DEI, and when they use DEI, these are the DEI hires because they don't have the qualifications. Because if you want to talk about bringing us together, we have to be 100 times better, smarter than the average one of them every single time.
Yeah.
So don't sit there and talk about, oh yes, the FBI. He wasn't even in no FBI position.
Well, it's good.
Crazy.
It's good.
No,
It's
Mike.
good to discuss.
Actually, no,
man.
Mike. Correction. DOJ, Department of Justice.
Okay, DOJ.
So he's not, but don't make it seem like he was just a podcaster, all right? Like, cut it out.
But my man, what did he do in the listen? You cut it out, because understand, to be the director of the
Okay, so
FBI,
how did so if you wanna call out names, how did Ocasio get her position?
She ran for the position like anybody else.
She was
can do.
hired for the position, but
No,
but what was she doing
ran-
beforehand?
She ran.
But what was she doing beforehand?
She was a waitress, a student,
bartender. Okay.
Okay,
and she's very smart.
Hold on.
She's so smart.
That is such an ignorant thing for you to ask, right?
She's a New York.
How is that ignorant when you just asked me the same exact thing?
She's a smart girl from New York, man.
One person is an elected official that had to get voted in, and the other person is the director of the FBI. If you can't see an elected official, someone that has to go out and campaign,
wasn't he voted in?
What?
You ain't see the hearing? You ain't see when he sat there and they voted him in? Like, what were we doing here?
Listen.
So hold on. So you mean to tell me that that someone that was actually in government is not qualified to be a part of the government or to lead a branch of the government?
That's exactly.
But an individual that was never in the government is now official in the government?
Once again,
holding the sector?
Once again, you're talking about an elected official that's able to run for a position to a person that was anointed into the position. When you have Republicans that were afraid to vote against him because of the retribution that they would get from who? The president.
And you know that as a fact. You know that as a fact.
The man said it. The man said
it. He said that. He said that he got it because they were afraid to run against him.
Trump said to the viable Republicans that if you do not back my candidates, you will get retribution. He said that. You can go look it up. It's, you know what's so great about things? You can look that up and find it. But then, you know what you're going to do? You're going to find a way to spin it another way, because I can go back and say there's plenty of Republicans that ran or in the position.
Oh my goodness.
Josh Hawley.
It's good, my brother. It's
Josh
good,
Hawley.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, but
it's good discussing like this, man.
It is. Because look, I'm not saying I know everything. I never did. This is my position to know everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I welcome discussion.
But when you're clarified on those things, you come back and say something like AOC instead of addressing.
No, hold on. But I did make my correction and said my bad. It was a DOJ.
Yeah, DOJ.
I made my correction.
But still,
So what's
he still doesn't.
But it's still Department of Justice.
Okay.
What's the difference?
The education, Miss McMahon. What are her qualifications to be the head of education?
I don't know.
Rich.
She has none, because the only job that she had was a person working at the WWE. She didn't even know what these classifications were for education. So once again, I could go down the list of the
but my whole thing. But the reason why I brought AOC is because if you can say that on one and then not say on the other, then what? But this is why I say it's happening on both sides, though. This is what I said before.
Are you saying that she is
It's on both sides.
You're saying that she's ineffective and she's stupid?
Well, I didn't say she was stupid. Don't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
That's why.
Don't put that. Yes, she is ineffective.
No,
she is ineffective.
She's ineffective.
But I didn't say she was stupid. Don't put that in my mouth.
No.
But I will agree that. But no, on my stance. I'm not saying it's truth, but on my stance, she's ineffective. That's my stance.
Okay,
and that's my freedom of speech. You see how that works?
Based on what? Based on what?
Her inefficiencies in the office that she stands in.
How is she inefficient? You're talking about her. What makes her inefficient?
And a lot of the things that she said, the things that she's going in about the borders, about how the borders are secure, how we are doing the best that we can in New York for all our people. But look at New York. Companies leaving left to right. They were trying to bring businesses into New York. But what? New York ain't doing nothing about the crime. New York ain't doing nothing about the taxes. So what? So now all of a sudden it's let's ignore all of this. Let's ignore all of this because we have issues going on. But we're going to justify it. Right. We're going to justify it by the system. But
like you give up. You said ignore it. Let's just ignore it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're ignoring the situation. Every time you talk to them, they say, the crime rate is down. There's nothing going on here. What are you talking about? It's a lie.
Man, listen, man. In everywhere that there's a black governor or
Why are
black
you going back to
mayor.
color? It's the
Oh,
color.
well,
Just like you're stuck on skin. It's every single conversation is color.
See, maybe if you listen to what
Color,
I'm saying
color.
before you say anything
Yo,
about
yo,
the
yo,
color. Every single place that's down 30% in crime, 30% down in crime, okay? Minimum in a 30-year span have been attacked in a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Because of the color of those people's skin in those places. Now that is because the president has done that. Not me.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Not me.
But who was running those states though?
Who's running what states?
Who's running those states? The ones you just mentioned.
The ones that I just mentioned are the ones that are crimes are down, are the Democrats.
Okay.
But
what decisions were being made in order for them to start enforcing certain things?
Hey, Black, so we were in DC recently, man.
Mississippi has one of the worst. Louisiana has one of the worst. Texas has one of the worst. And all those are what? Republican run. But you don't
over Chicago, over LA?
Louisiana is worse than
over Chicago, over LA, over New York?
Yes. Go look at the numbers.
Over Chicago.
Louisiana.
Isn't Chicago's official being investigated right now for fabricating the numbers?
Oh my goodness! All right, man.
No
problem.
Hey, Blacks, we
I'm just saying.
Blacks, we were in DC.
It is. I mean, it is on the books.
You're just saying, but you're not addressing what I just said, right? Louisiana, Republican. Mississippi, Republican.
And what states protected the criminals? What states are protecting criminals?
All right, man.
New York, no booking.
Right. You're right. No booking. You're right.
No jail. Just here's a court date. Come back when the date's set. Come back and repeat the word.
Just ignore the places I just talked about and go to talk about New York. No problem. When I'm telling you that their numbers are higher than New York, but you want to talk about New York, when I'm telling you that those places are. So you're not trying to come together to see nothing and how you feel and what you think. And I'm just giving you numbers of what it is.
And we say we're coming together. Don't watch this. Let's
man.
talk about it.
Come on.
Let's talk about it, Blacks.
If you want me to be open-minded
Blacks,
about
give
certain
up,
things, because I know certain things that are happening in democratic places that are not good. And I'm not going to sit there and ignore that the things that are happening in those red states are being ignored because there's an agenda. There's an agenda. And if you cannot accept and see that there's an agenda, that's why you get the stupid people in these positions so that you can rubber stamp anything to go through. Anything. So you agree with the Nigerian doctor, attorney general, surgeon general of Florida, what he's doing?
I don't know about him.
Yeah. What's up with that?
That's for another topic.
No, I'm saying I don't know about him, so I can't speak on it.
Let's hold that for another topic. Hey, laugh at the barbershop.
Someone said, "Wow, it's but it's a good thing. It's a good thing we can discuss the two sides and we cool." Yeah. I love that. This is a sit down topic though.
You're supposed to have discussion.
On top.
That's conversation. You're supposed to have talks.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you're supposed to have these discussions. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah.
And on that note, Q
and that
Q AP. Black Republican.
Yes, sir.
I am Black IT.
The shop was hot.
The shop was hot tonight.
Hey, the AC on.
Hey, John, where you at? Yeah.
Hey man, I was sitting
we family, man.
Are you ready?
Yo, facts.
Are you ready?
Facts over.
No matter what is said, I am facts over feelings.
Hey, hold on.
Facts over feelings.
Facts over feelings. Yeah. I don't care what goes on, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Before we do anything.
No.
Let's see. Hold on. Wait. 1 second. This one here.
Yeah, John on his busy venture.
Oh my gosh.
Wants to come in.
That's him at the very end. With all the static. This man.
Yeah.
Look at this man, bro.
I'm about to close out shop.
You know what I mean? Hey, he gonna blame us for going over time now.
We ain't gonna do no story time.
I can't even hear him, but it's all right.
Let him speak.
Let him speak, cause
speak louder.
What up?
Oh, he partying.
Hey, turn on the music.
Hold on, I got you.
Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Nah, I was saying, I was listening to everything you were saying.
But
I mean, listen, he made the comment on the Jimmy Kimmel situation. You already know what the time is with that. You got it. It's a scare tactics. You know how it goes. It's scare tactics at the end of the day. It's no different than buck breaking from back in the day. It's the same thing on a whole different level.
Yeah.
What?
Buck breaking.
Buck breaking from back in the day, slavery days. It's
100%.
You make an example out of everyone. Look, you make an example out of that individual right now. Everyone is scared, feeling like they don't want their money to get touched right now.
So what's your speech?
But
listen, they're gonna keep changing the goalposts every time until the agenda is met. You just gotta get an understanding of that. That's where the rest of y'all gotta come in and start doing your due diligence instead of dancing on TikTok all fucking day. That's what the problem is.
And John, you know what you could go look at to find out what they're trying to do or what they are doing?
Mm-hmm.
Go look at that thing called Project 2025 and see.
We know.
And see if 60% of the stuff that are on that list have been executed so far.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Right now, them two young men that got killed
unalive.
Was in Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
How come there's no real uproar on that?
No, you got
at all.
You got to get that on TikTok.
They already ruled out foul play.
That are constantly on Instagram, TikTok, all these different platforms. You don't hear nothing about it.
And to clarify, both of those people were not black. One of them was black. One of them is white. One of them was a student in college. One of them was a homeless man that was killed after that guy on Fox said what he said.
One looked like he might be mixed.
Yeah.
But they said he's white.
Straight out?
Yeah.
His hair texture looking a little different. I don't know, but
man, what the?
I'm just
cut it out. This guy here
had an afro or something like that.
Man, hey,
they used the wrong picture. They used the wrong picture for that.
You seen Cats in the Disco era with afro.
But listen, at the end,
you hear that they use the wrong picture.
You still gotta understand something. You even have Italians that through their DNA, Sicilians are still mixed with black. At the end of the day, their hair texture is gonna be different. So that's what I'm trying to explain. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
But you have the other young lady that was killed last night as well.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that one. Where was that?
Yeah.
Now?
She is in, I want to say, Louisiana.
You talking about the one from Houston?
Huh?
Is it from Houston, the girl?
I think it was the one from Houston, the one that was missing.
The college student, yeah.
Yeah, it was Houston.
Houston?
Yeah.
Crazy situation, man.
I mean, see, that's the thing where people got to start paying attention to too. That go back to the same thing we was talking about with the Sundown Town situation. It's still a resurgence of these things going on, and they're just putting it in the air to let you know right now, like, yo, don't get comfortable. Don't think that it's that it can't happen.
Yeah.
Don't think that it can't happen because you driving in your little Maserati or whatever little things you got going on. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's a shade. The finances portion of it don't matter out here. It don't matter.
Real, man.
Finance don't matter. John's paying for the light bill because we going over time.
Hey, AC on right now, man.
It don't feel like it's on right now.
Yo, bang that on Q. Q forgot to turn on the front.
Prime 112. Hey, listen, Prime 112 for everybody.
Hey, Q, how you got your guests in the shop sweating, man? That's crazy.
No, nobody's sweating over here.
What do you mean by that?
The shop was hot from the temperature of the temperature.
Yo, I normally come in here with the sweater. I had to take it off. even though I still got it on.
Hey,
No matter what.
wear them boxing gloves, man.
we should also
Yeah, I'm not.
always
Yeah,
leave
it's
facts
cool. I ain't gonna
over
hold you up though. I'm just.
emotions.
No,
All right,
you
look,
can't.
look. All right, listen. AP, I just looked it up, and you're correct about the percentages.
What do you mean by that?
What do you
About
mean
what?
by? I mean, I'm saying a correction. I just made a correction.
I appreciate.
What you say about what percentage?
Hold on, AP. I can't hear you.
Anything that is not
Hey, John,
correct.
John, go, come home.
We
John, go home, bro.
No, I didn't hear AP. The mic
The mic, you still can hear him?
No, I didn't hear him.
Give thanks.
Say it one more time.
He said when he comes with facts.
Facts over emotions for me.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's not me trying to get at nobody's neck. It's me to put out the correct information. Because many times people spew things, and when they spew the wrong numbers, I know exactly what is what. Because we're not trying to find the correct answers many of the times. And it's not going directly at you, blacks. But this is people.
No, I get that.
Hey,
We always have some discussions.
This is a thing happening where people are not really trying to get the real information because the other information makes them look a certain way where you're never going to find a MAGA person to say what you just said right now. That, oh, hey, I went and I checked this information and this is wrong.
Well, you know why I always say do your own research. I've always said that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's best when the individual goes, see the data, see the words, see everything for themselves instead of just getting a talking point or a short version of it.
I challenge you tonight to go and look at Charlie Kirk's words and find a way to come back next week and tell me that he didn't say anything negative or divisive.
Bing bong.
Please. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But I can tell you right now, that's not going to be able to happen. But I still got love anyway.
I already know, man. Listen, man. You could. John could tell you, man. When we used to be at the warehouse, man, we used to have crazy discussions.
I already know, bro.
Nah, I don't think John can tell you anything. No, John look like he's ready to leave.
Hey, you over here like, hey, man, I hear music in the background, man. What you doing tired, bro?
Yeah. I'm at an event right now.
That's what I'm saying. You tired? Oh, that's bad, bro. I'm getting old, man.
You better go interview somebody.
Yeah. John look.
Chime in real quick.
John look like it's like 10:30 bedtime.
We are overtime.
Nah. Party's still jumping over here.
Yeah, party's jumping over there. We about to cut out over here. And on that note, follow us on all the platforms. Live at the Barbershop with your host, John, Q, AP, Black. Oh, I was about to say Black IT.
Mr.
Black Republican.
Black
IT. Yeah. Check us out.
Yeah, this is how we do it, man. Every Friday night.
Shout out to Show Chill.
So chill.
Joe Nice. She in the building.
Jonies.
I always call her Joe Nice. I don't know why I always call her Joe Nice.
No, that's for the Jamaican dude, man.
Every time I see it, I say Joe Nice.
That's for me, man. That's for Nice. Joe Nice. That's for me. Black.
Every time I see it, that's the first thing I see every time I see the name, man.
It's all good.
It's all love. Yo, thank you everybody. We will see you guys next week.
Hey, just letting people know that they gotta start paying attention to what's right in front of them. That's all.
What John just said.
Yeah.
It's coming.
All right. We'll catch that next week.
I know John paying 10 times to that
Damn,
dollar
can I
bill.
do the outro?
I cut his mic.
Q. Can I do the outro, please?
We out.
Yo, don't let me get Bob in here, man. I'll call up Bob right now. He gonna come back for you.
I don't know, man. I just don't feel sleepy tonight.
Oh, you don't feel sleepy?
What Doris said, yo? Let's bring Doris.
We're out of here, man. We're out of here.
Oh, feel sleepy. No.
Yeah.
We out.
Go out in the world and be somebody.